Okay. So that's sorted now. So you are going to stay here and take care of his farm. And then I need to go to the other farm that we just bought. Okay, no, that will be fine. That will be fine. Let me just get everything cleaned up today. And then I'll see at the end of the week when I'll head over there. Alright. Alright. Cheers, mate. Bye. Okay, so I just finished with a phone call with my brother. It's been a couple of weeks. A lot of things happened. And yeah. Everything on the farm here is still fine. Take a look there. The crop is growing nicely. And everything is going according to plan here. But something happened. A farm up in the mountainous area. Basically in the market for steel. So we decided between a lot of us, my brother and a friend, all of us are farmers, so we decided let's go ahead and maybe invest in that. Now my friend actually is close to a new farm, and he just had a bit of money to spend, and he didn't really want to do anything with that specifically, so he made us a small loan that we can pay back over 10 years, so that's fine. And my brother actually wants to move to the countryside, so it's a great start. So everything's set up here, and that's why we discussed that he just comes here and takes over this house and our operations here for our company, and then I'll go to the new place because things are a bit on the hectic side, and I am a bit of a lumberjack. I don't only have the shirts. I can actually do that quite great. So that's fine. Because, yeah, let's get everything tidied up here. And without further ado, at the end of the week, I'll bring you back and you can see where we are then. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the new farm. I hope you're having a lovely day. My day was actually okay for a change. Been a hectic couple of days. It's now the next week. I used this weekend to help my brother out on our old farm, where he's taking over now, just to get settled in and show him the ropes and all that. He's a farmer, so it was just basically to show him where everything was. And then I had to move over here. A good 6-hour drive, so that's fine. Here we are standing on the bridge overlooking our farmyard. So let's go ahead and walk down here. And quite lovely this time of year. Stop getting stuck. That would be great. Here's our lovely house. Let me quickly see. Nah, I locked myself out, but I'll find the key. Probably just fell out of my pocket while I was sitting here, but that's fine. So we went ahead and we bought this farm, and we got a bit of equipment included. We got this winch with this Volvo tractor, 2654, and we have this Volvo BM loading. So that's great. We also have this, I believe it's a Komatsu. Let me just sprint over here. Yeah. This Komatsu 9115. So this is a bit of a beast, but we'll play around with that. Let's quickly go down. let me show you the town. Because it's actually a lovely town. It was quite of a drive here. And I had to leave my bakkie for my brother. He actually drove up with me and yeah, he drove it back. Because he helped unload everything. And it's a better use for him with a bakkie than for me holding on to the bakkie this time. But let's quickly see. Go down here. And yeah, we can have a little look around the town. So this is Silverrun town. And the people are quite lovely, I have to say. They are not too bad. They are quite generous and helpful so far. They already came along and welcomed me over the weekend. But this farm was actually in the market for quite a while, so I think that might be one of the reasons why they are so helpful, because it was in the market for quite a while and it was just laying there. But luckily, part of the agreement when we bought the place was that the previous owners will go ahead and clean up the house and make sure everything's in order. As I said, it took a couple of weeks, actually a couple of months, now that I think about it, to get everything sorted out. But here we are now. A couple of businesses here. I believe that's a wood turning place. And a couple of lovely folks living around here. A lot of history in this place, which we'll get into a bit later. But for now, let's just drive through the town a bit. Let people pass. We need to get the new bakkie as soon as possible. But our cash situation is a bit low now. Part of the agreement was that we could get a bit of a loan from the bank. Besides the one with my friend, but he actually, at the end of the day, the loan that he gave us is basically to buy the equipment that we have here, the 2 tractors and the Komatsu. So yeah, it's still a lot of cash, but yeah, we'll get that paid off as soon as possible. So let's take a right turn here. This is where we basically drove into town. Turn. We came from over there, but here we have a roller coaster. I think they have plans to rebuild this. We have a lot of forestry area. We might get a deal to supply them with a bit of wood for this, and beams and planks and all that, but then we are still a bit off from that. We might use the money that we still have from the loan, get a production going so we can help them. But I first want to see if we can start talks about supplying them with some stuff. The thing that I actually also want to do is we have this lovely lake and river going through here. We just pull over here, make a U-turn. It's a tractor. I don't think we'll have an issue with this. We are not endangering anyone. This. I actually missed my turn off here. I want to go around here because one of the things that I actually have a passion for, that I really wanted to try, is I might be able to do. So let's just park here, switch off the engine, and get out. So yeah, one of the things that I actually wanted to have a go at is boat building. This might be something that we might want to have a look at. You see, you build it up there and then you can just slide it down into the water right here. And we have this lovely lovely lake river thing here, so yeah, that might be lovely thing to do for us. Yeah, that's something that I want to have a look at in the future. Maybe to come and help out here. But yeah, that's basically the city center or the town center. There's quite a lot of things to have a look at around here, but I won't bore you with everything. So let's actually turn around and misuse the roadside, go around here. So let's quickly drive back up to our farm, and I can quickly show you. I'm just going to cut through here. I don't think they will mind. This is our local market. We can come and sell quite a lot of our produce here, which would be great. I actually just wanted to show you that. And then here on the left hand side we have our local co-op. You can buy basically everything from here. So that's quite lovely. And no train coming, so we can just cross over there. So basically everything on our left hand side we own, as far as I know. I just need to go and have a look at the deed and then the supplied map. They actually marked out which areas we own now, which fields. But if you go up here, then we can quickly head back to our farmyard. It's right up here. The tractor is struggling a little bit, but that's to be expected. Just turn like that, get out, and let's have a quick peek. So basically all of this is ours. And we want to expand the business. We want to make start a successful logging empire here, just to diversify. We can always do a lot of arable fields on the other farm with my brother, but we need to diversify. Because that's one of some of the rules. You need to diversify, and you need to have a bit of livestock as well, just as a buffer. But we'll get to that. There's a whole list that I have of things that you need to have or implement to be successful in the agriculture industry. But we have a nice bit of flat land here. If we were to incline, we can always convert this into arable field, but I feel it's a bit of a waste. Because we are up here in the mountains, mountainous area, with all of this beautiful nature around us. As you can see, we have our own little small pond right here, flowing out through here, going to that large lake. We need to be respectful and not pollute this water, but we have a small little pond right here, which is great. But yeah, we have all of this beautiful landscape around us, so I don't really want to convert this into arable field. Which might be a bit counterintuitive what I'm about to say, or basically counter what I just said. But we need storage sheds and stuff like that if you want to expand and keep our equipment in a good mix. So I might just want to take out some of these trees and bushes and maybe add in a bit of a yard extension here with a couple of sheds, so we can store our equipment away undercover for the season. But yeah, and we have this bad boy right here that we can have a look at. And yeah, it has all of these, arms that we can take out the trees with. But I'm not going to fool around too much with that. And this is just a small update because it's been a while, a couple of months since we were we brought you along for our farming journey. I just wanted to show you this and give you a bit of an update. So yeah, hopefully you are with us on this new adventure while my brother is taking care of our farm and expanding our business over there. We can do the same here. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you, we are a registered company. It's not just a one-man show anymore. We started up a company, a closed corporation, and yeah, so we are combining our stuff now in the company. So this is all registered in the company's name. It's not our tractors, but the way we are going to do this, my brother and I, is everything on that side is his, everything over here is mine, but in the company we can lend out and all that. But if I say this is my tractor, then it's my tractor because it's on my farm. If this tractor moves to his farm and one of those come here, and then it's basically the new one is my tractor. All the equipment on your farm that you are staying at is yours. But if you need it, then you can always make do and lend out. But that's the reason, one of the reasons why we are diversifying. So you will basically never have a use for this. Whereas I will basically never have a use for a combine harvester. We might want to add in arable field, just a small one here and there, just to help with, because we might get a bit of a chicken coop up here, stuff like that, because you need a bit of animals on your farm. But yeah, but that's something that we might want to add in, but you understand the whole gist of the thing. There's a couple of things that only I will use and a couple of things that only he will use on his farm. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't cause too much family issues, but I don't think so. We are working quite well together the last couple of decades, since we went through our teenage years, but I think that will be fine. But as I said, I hope you enjoyed this episode on our new adventure, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.